What is this? This. What is this?
Okay, good.
All right, next up for you. I've got yours.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel.
And welcome to the beautiful Smoky Mountains in Tennessee.
That's right, we have 48 hours here to get as much done as we can, so let's see what we get up to. Before we jump into the things we got up to on this trip, we wanted to take a moment to appreciate our accommodation. We stayed in a cabin called Camp David, owned by Cabins for You, in the middle of the beautiful Sherwood Forest Resort, which is right on the side of a mountain.
The drive up to our front door from the Pigeon Forge city center was a steep one, but the views from our balcony were totally worth it. Let's take a look inside.
First of all, how gorgeous is all that wood? The owners had even added a few Christmassy touches throughout.
The cabin was equipped with supplies for a movie night in the living room, or you could head up to the loft for a game of pool.
One of our favorite ways to spend the mornings was drinking our coffees out on the porch, either in the rocking chairs or in the jacuzzi.
And since we had a full-sized kitchen, we decided to cook a few times at home.
Bienvenido a Mexico!
Ashley and Brad made us a delicious nacho bar for night number 1.
Now let's get into some activities.
Obviously, one of the best things about Tennessee is the nature.
There are what feels like a million different trails to choose from in the Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge areas, ranging from a walk in the park to very strenuous.
Since we were visiting in December and the trails can often be icy and therefore a bit more dangerous, we decided to go for medium difficulty.
In this case, we're talking about the hike to the Arch Rock along the Alum Cave Trail. This hike is only 1.5 miles and took us about 45 minutes one way. The incline is quite small until about the last 10 minutes where it does get steep.
There are many cute wooden bridges along the way, and more than a few stops where you'll want to take a second to enjoy the beauty.
But after this bridge, you've made it to the Arch Rock.
There's a man-made staircase running up through it, and it's actually quite steep.
And once you're up top, there's the view. One quick note about parking. All throughout the national park, you'll need a parking pass, which must be purchased at a visitor center.
After the hike, the next stop is just 3 minutes up the road, the Newfound Gap. The state border runs right through this parking lot.
Tennessee, North Carolina. North Carolina, Tennessee.
And it's a great stop-off for pictures.
Next up, Gatlinburg City Center. We absolutely loved it down here. The city is extremely walkable and the parking was affordable, so you can spend your time walking up and down the strip all day if you wanted to.
The strip is lined with shops and restaurants. But since Tennessee is famous for their moonshine, alcohol drinkers absolutely need to do a moonshine tasting. Our first tasting was at Sugarlands. For $5 you earn a place at the bar and get to try 13 different types of moonshine ranging from 40 proof to 100 proof.
And if the European in you is screaming, "What is proof?" like Jörn was, for whatever reason, they use it instead of alcohol percentage. You just divide it in half and you've got the percentage of alcohol.
Well, that was a lot of fun, y'all.
That was a lot of fun, y'all.
A lot of fun, y'all.
They also go all out with the decorations and entertainment in Gatlinburg. The streets are just alive.
Our second moonshine tasting of the day, yes, I said second, was at Ole Smoky Distillery. Here you'll need to pay $10 to get 12 tasters ranging from 40 to 120 proof. And let's just say by the middle of round 2, things were getting wild.
Next up for you. I've got yours.
And now we see the nighttime magic. I've said it before, Gatlinburg really goes all out with the lights and decorations, and they even have nightly entertainment ranging from bands to carolers to children's choirs.
And apparently Brad and myself. Since we were so in love with our cabin and it was a highlight of our trip, we decided to cook at home again for night number 2. And since Jörn and I love games so much, we decided to host a blind dinner for them.
We cooked 3 courses, an appetizer, a main and a dessert. And it was their job to figure out, without sight, all of the ingredients included in each course.
What is that stuff, Brad? I don't know.
Cottage cheese?
Describe it.
That's the texture of Scotch cheese.
I had enough.
What is this? This? What is this?
At the end of each course, I wrote down their guesses and tallied how many points they earned.
The appetizer was a toasted baguette topped with cottage cheese, avocado and arugula, and the main was a spinach and mushroom dip stuffed pepper with baked carrots and sweet potato lime mash.
That's a different dish. I can't see anything. It's bothering me so much. What am I doing here? That was definitely cheese.
Then for dessert, it was Oreos with chocolate pudding, a cookie dough ball, and some raspberries. They swore that this was one of their favorite meals of all time, but we just think your taste is enhanced when you lose the sense of sight. But we're happy to seem like amazing chefs.
It was so funny to hear them argue about which ingredients were included, and the night was full of so many belly laughs because of it.
Chocolate pudding. Baked Oreo.
At the end of all 3 rounds, it was time to announce the winner.
Even if you have no time, Pigeon Forge is worth the drive-through. It seems like they have no zoning or architectural rules in the city, which means every building is unique and, honestly, spectacular.
It's so cool to be driving down the street and see a pirate ship on one side next to an upside-down building, and then on the other side, a huge King Kong. The city is eclectic and cool.
Our next recommendation is the Skyland Ranch. This is an amusement park in Sevierville, which neighbors Pigeon Forge.
We're gonna ride a mountain coaster! Ah, there it is!
And there's so much to do here.
Our first adventure was the mountain coaster. I was impressed with how long the ride actually is. It felt like we were riding for 5 minutes. The track is 1.25 miles long, and you get to control the speed.
How was it?
Riding, it was so fast. I'm like streaming down.
Push down.
After that, we hit the ski lift, which offers beautiful views of the Smoky Mountains and the cities below. You can even zipline here.
At the top, you'll find live animals and a few small shops and cafes.
They really went all out for Christmas as well. It felt like every inch was decorated.
There was also a band playing live banjo music and plenty of southern activities for you to try.
We didn't have time to see a show here, but we went in and a lovely lady named Dee told us all about it. And also we tried their in-house made pretzels, which were
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amish pretzels, actually. Not any ants or something, but Amish self-made pretzels.
yes,
Amazing.
very good. So I'm guessing that the show is really good and I'm recommending it without having seen it.
Back in Pigeon Forge, Jörn and I attempted to walk along the strip a bit to see what they had to offer. And while everything looks fun and cool, it is a bit disappointing how reliant on a car you have to be.
As opposed to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge is very spread out and simply not walkable, which is our only critique. For night number 3, we decided to have dinner out.
There are so many dinner theaters in this part of Tennessee, ranging from $30 a ticket to over $100. After some research, we decided to try Paula Dean's Lumberjack Feud.
Since it was December, they had their holiday menu, which was a turkey sandwich with some Thanksgiving-type sides. The concept was really fun. 2 teams of Lumberjacks competing in 13 different events.
Intermission at the Lumberjack Feud, and I really want a cookie. When your team wins a lumberjack sport, they give the loudest person a cookie. So far, we have not been the loudest team.
No, apparently not.
But we're gonna
I
try.
think they're giving most of them to kids, so they're cheating.
We can do it. We're gonna get one.
In this case, a cookie is the end of a log that's been chopped off. And we never won one. These people were genuine athletes competing in events I couldn't imagine being able to do.
On the last morning of our trip, we decided to make a stop at the Christmas place. If you're looking for that holiday spirit, this is the perfect place to find it.
This store is huge and is comprised of a bunch of different rooms that are all decorated to the nines. We kept getting lost because there was just so much to see.
You can even visit Santa himself.
Their village display would make even a minimalist want to start collecting.
And they even have a room full of ornaments for you to personalize with your names.
Quickly before we go, we wanted to congratulate our friend Brad on graduating with his master's degree during this trip.
We held his graduation ceremony on our porch because he missed the official one to hang out with us. Way to go, Brad! We did it. After about 9 hours driving from Tennessee back to Ohio, we're home.
We're home, and our friend Brad drove us, which was nice, so I
Yeah.
just had to drive myself from his house to my mom's house. But anyway, that was 48 hours in Gatlinburg.
That
Really,
was it.
really cute little town, super walkable, super, nighttime friendly, and the cabin is just gorgeous.
10 out of 10 recommend.
That's right.
We hope you liked it just as much as we did. It is so beautiful and amazing. And like, subscribe, and follow everything we do. We see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.